The kingdom of Hyrule is dying. A dark force is spreading across the land, and a massive pig cloud is camping in the middle of a castle. And our only hope is some guy who just woke up in his underwear. Yeah. This is the story of how a confused amnesiac with a stick becomes the hero of legend. Welcome to Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Yeah. Alright. So this is where we are. What is it? What do you want? Ugh, is it Monday already? Oh wait, no, just woke up in a magic egg coffin thing. Totally normal. Okay, so you start off in a kind of shrine-looking cave, and you woke up to hear a very British Zelda going, "Wake up, Link!" And then you run over to a little pedestal thing right here, and yeah, you basically get an iPhone. So, you walk out of the cave, and long story short, boom! The kingdom of Hyrule is right in your face as you walk out. And it's all in all its glory. You can see pretty much everything from here. The mountains, the volcanoes, the big evil looking castle, and a little forest down there too. So yeah. So then you basically meet an old man who teaches you a bunch of stuff. He has a campfire and an axe, which is cool. And you go to a tower where Zelda talks to you. Shortly after, you learn a bunch of stuff, and basically this big evil dude called Ganon is trying to take over the world, and you gotta stop him. And basically, yeah, you're the chosen one. She's been trapped there for 100 years, so she's kind of old now, even though she's still 17. Which doesn't really make sense. Is she really 117 or is she only 17? And we've been trapped for 100 years. We were injured and stuff, so why we're in the egg coffin. Yeah. And she's basically all like, "You are the one, you must get the Master Sword." And yeah, we're off on our journey. Yeah. This is the Legend of Zelda. Yep, right there. Right there. Yep.
Hey guys, I just wanted to say this is Logan in the studio right now, and I forgot to mention that we're going to be splitting this video into 3 parts. And that is because if I made one long video, it would just take way too long, and it would be a very, very long video. It would be like an hour long. Also, on top of that, we're not covering everything that happens in Legend of Zelda because it's a game that can take 1,000 hours to complete. So, yeah, we're just going to be going over basically the main story, and that's all I wanted to say, and back to the video.
So you actually start off the game on this little plateau, or big plateau, literally called the Great Plateau. And basically, there's no way off it. If you try to jump off, well, yeah, you're gonna die. And basically, this old man right here, this dude who's been helping us out, he wants to give us a paraglider so we could get off this plateau. In exchange for some treasure we get from these shrines, and we solve easy puzzles and learn stuff. Basically, this part of the game is just the entry point to the game's mechanics, how to use the iPhone, I mean Sheikah Slate, and yeah, this part of the game is pretty easy. We get the paraglider, we jump off, and then basically we're off. So basically, you make your way to Kakariko Village, where you meet Impa, a 120-year-old lady you were friends with all those 100 years ago. But there's one problem. You remember nothing. And I mean nothing. You didn't even know her name was Impa. So, yeah. And honestly, I'll just let you see what she said. You know, she kind of breaks down the story about Ganon and stuff way better than I can. Okay, I'm gone.
The history of the royal family of Hyrule is also the history of Calamity Ganon, a primal evil that has endured over the ages. This evil has been turned back time and time again by a warrior wielding the soul of a hero and a princess who carries the blood of the goddess. With the passage of time, each conflict with Ganon faded into legend. So listen closely as I tell you of this legend that occurred 10,000 years ago. Hyrule was then blossoming as a highly advanced civilization. Even the most powerful monsters posed little threat to the denizens of the realm. The people thought it wise to utilize their technological prowess to ensure the safety of the land, should Calamity Ganon ever return. They constructed 4 mechanical wonders that came to be known as the Divine Beasts. They also built a legion of autonomous weapons called Guardians. The Divine Beasts were piloted by 4 individuals of exceptional skill from across the land, and thus the plan to neutralize Ganon was forged. Upon Ganon's inevitable return to Hyrule, the princess and the hero fought alongside these 4 champions against this ancient evil. The Guardians were tasked with protecting the hero as the Divine Beasts unleashed a furious attack upon their terrible foe. And when the hero wielding the sword that seals the darkness delivered his final blow, the princess used her sacred power to seal away Calamity Ganon.
And then basically, when we tried to copy off their homework, we failed, and Ganon got all the divine beasts and robots and stuff, so we kind of got cooked.
Okay, so basically we gotta get these divine beast things back on control and get everything back together. And in the meantime, we'll help this dude find his chickens. I kind of forgot his name. Okay, so you could really do the divine beasts in any order that you want, but my first divine beast was Vah Rudania. So we make our way through these villages, especially Hateno village, where we could get knight's armor and meet Pura. It's Pura. And where we upgrade our phone, superpowers, and get a camera. And then I was basically off to get going to the divine beast after that. Yeah. So once we get to Goron City, we find out, well, damn, it's hot here. Like, Jesus. Alright, and for that heat, my friends, down here in Goron City, we gotta make what we call a fireproof elixir. Everybody calls it that, pretty much. It's not just in Goron City. Basically, you make it with mob guts and a lizard. So, to get something to cool you off. And this allows you to walk into Goron City after some trouble with, this guy right here. It's called the Guardian. And yeah, I kind of forgot to mention Guardians. So basically, these guys are big machines that were made like 10,000 years ago or something crazy like that. And they were uncovered and repaired 100 years ago to fight off Ganon. But well, they got seduced by this boy's aura. Basically, and became evil laser shooting guys that want to put a long energy stick in your... sorry about that. Well, basically, you roll up to Goron City and get yourself some really pricey armor that lets you stay in the Elden region without becoming a barbecue. Still hot though. The armor. Why is the armor frickin' $3,600? Trust me, it gets worse in Tears of the Kingdom. So you've probably realized that, well, these dudes, the Gorons, they aren't human. They're basically strong rock people, and that's the simplest way I could put it without getting too deep into the lore. So, basically, you pull up, you meet this guy, he's in front of his house, and basically he tells you guys about how he has crippling back pain. And, well, he needs his pain meds, but the thing is that his, how do I put this lightly? The person who's supposed to get his meds would be too scared to look at his own mother. And basically, we need to help him out, get his back pain meds so he could, put the big robot under control that's been controlled by Ganon right now. So, Nice! Alright, so basically, we get Gramps over here back on his pills, and then, basically, he's still in pain, so we gotta go up and give Varudina the Mike Tyson special, if you know what I mean. That's what I grabbed this for, baby. Alright, yeah, no, yeah, okay. My bad, guys. Sorry about that, but little story shorter, we pull up to Varudina after some trouble back there, and we walk literally straight into the belly of the beast, and it just so happens that that beast is in a volcano. Yeah, if you forgot to grab your armor, you're cooked. Literally. Alright, so after doing a bunch of easy kids puzzles, I mean, we got a Portal veteran over here, so this is too easy for me. We basically stroll up to the terminal that controls this beast, and yeah, the beast isn't happy. The thing that took out the guy who controlled the beast like 100 years ago, he's back, and he wants to fight us. So basically, short story even shorter, we whoop his ass. Harry. Yeah, sorry about that, guy. Alright, so basically, after whooping this guy's ass, we meet up with the spirit version of the scared dude's like great grandpa, I think, and you know, he gives us a little bit of his power. So, you know, my god, sorry, I don't want to slice your hand off, but after dealing with Varudania and stuff, really, you don't do much for a little bit of the game. You might spend a few hours grinding, getting stronger for the next boss fight. You know, you're putting in the work, you're putting in the hours, and those measly 3 hearts up there, well, they're going up to probably around 9. But remember, back to not Gerudo Town. We don't remember the town name, but it was in the Volcano Town. We'll call it Volcano Town. Basically, the old dude, he mentioned the Master Sword, I think. And the Master Sword is basically this cool sword that we had before we got KO'd, and it allowed us to basically, like, better, and it also showed we were the chosen ones, so, you know, we gotta get back on that, alright, sorry about that, again. We stroll up to the foggy-ass forest, and back to the topic at hand. As you walk into the forest, you can't absolutely stray from the path, or, you get sent back, like, all the way. I mean, of course, this didn't happen to me because, you know, I'm not dumb. You guys probably are. Probably shouldn't have said that. After navigating through the dense, creepy, foggy forest, you find your way into a somehow peaceful and kind of happy area with the big tree, the Deco tree, and of course, the Master Sword shining in the light. Alright guys, thank you guys for watching, and if you got this far in the video, make sure you're subbed, or try to sub, because that would be awesome, guys. That you honestly rock. I can't believe we got to 140 subscribers. That's such a cool achievement for me, and I'm so happy we're there. I had to get a green screen for this. I'll show it right now, and I had to set up lights, which cost $60, and yeah, please subscribe. And sorry for me, like, holding the script and stuff. That's honestly my bad. I can't remember anything for the life of me, so I'll try to do better next time, guys. This is kind of my first video style like this, and subscribe for part 2.
I promise this will be my worst video. I will never, ever, ever make a video this bad again. I swear to God, this video was so terrible. I mean, everything that could have gone wrong kind of did go wrong. halfway through the video, if you guys didn't notice, the green screen kind of just decided to go bye-bye. And oh my god, I didn't know that I needed a capture card because I'm dumb to capture the gameplay on my Nintendo Switch 2. So that went wrong too. So I couldn't capture gameplay. I was just making screenshots. So guys, I promise this will be my worst video like ever. I will always try and make better quality videos from here on out. Like, this is a humongous lesson to me. And yeah, I don't hold it against you if you don't subscribe, honestly.